Hello, Sasrikal, Namaste and Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome back to my channel, Mad Vlog guys, and I'm your host Jabir over here. So welcome back to my new web series. In this web series, I will tell you guys what are the problems that I have personally faced in my Royal Enfield and how to identify them and get it fixed. Because most of the time, almost all the time, if you go to Royal Enfield with a particular problem, they will say it's normal in a bike. It is like the basic Royal Enfield tagline, and it's very annoying when you tell them a serious problem and they say it's normal in a bike, and I have to fight through everything to fix my bike and make sure it's running in a perfect condition. So as I told you guys before, some particular problem they cannot fix it and they claim it to be normal in a bike. So I'll tell you guys how to identify them, especially and most of the time, especially for Royal Enfield EFI 500cc engines. What happens is since they don't have much exposure to the problem, and there are a lot of sensors and all, they don't know what is actually the problem and they push it aside as a normal thing in a bike. Like in my case, I told you guys in my previous video that my bike was misfiring, and every time I give throttle it used to shut down. So for that particular problem, I took my bike 7 or 8 times to the service center, and one can only imagine how frustrating and annoying it is. So like in my previous video, I told you guys how to get a particular bike fixed. Like what are the 3 steps you have to take if the Royal Enfield service center is not fixing the bike. The issue that comes here is that they fail to identify the problem. It was a simple problem. So I will show you guys the video that I recorded that time of the bike shutting down by itself, and you guys can only imagine how annoying it can be. And after seeing that, you guys will be able to understand my situation, how annoying and frustrating it was. Buy a 2 lakh plus bike, and before you can actually drive it, and it shuts down 5 or 6 times. The problem was actually the fuel pump. For fuel injection engine, they have fuel pumps, and this pump, since the injector is injecting directly into the combustion chamber, so this fuel pump has a filter. So what happened was they failed to identify that was the fuel filter may be choked or something, and that's why it's not pushing enough fuel into the combustion chamber. It was just a matter of a small fuel filter cleaning, and they had to change the ECU and everything, high value spare. It cost around 16,000 to 17,000. They just had to clean the fuel filter or change the fuel filter, and they spent so much money replacing the ECU. You can only imagine how important it is to identify a particular defect when you're doing maintenance on your bike. After they changed the fuel filter, the bike was running smoothly without any problem, and before that they were telling me it's normal in a bike. In future I will tell you guys what are the symptoms and what are the strange noise or something, and how to identify them, what are the problems that you might be facing on your bike, and how to identify them, and how to make the service center guys to fix the bike. So that's all. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, take care, sayonara.